Good evening, all, and welcome to the Tactical Devils. I'm your host, Jarvis Cocker, and with me tonight, as my co-host, I have Stu Woolley. Tonight, we are going to talk about the latest. Man United are open to adding two new midfielders next summer, and oh, what's going on? Too many. That's the feedback. Sorry for the interruption. Man United are planning to add two midfielders next summer, and they have a six-man short list. Stu and I will go through the short list. We're talking about Baleba, Elliot Anderson, Adam Wharton, Angelo Stiller, Conor Gallagher, and a guy called Andrey Santos. This is according to Ben Jacobs and Alex Crook. It will be interesting and to see what will going on. Will Bruno leave next summer? Will Casemiro wind this contract down? There will be lots to talk about. And we will go through the preview. The Brighton game is coming up this weekend, and we will give our predictions, our predicted lineups. We will talk about the game. What will the Brighton manager, Fabian Hürsler, come with when we play Brighton? So guys, girls, if this is your first time, please subscribe to the channel and smash the like. I see a lot of people tune in already, so please do us a favor, smash that like. See you in a second. Boom, boom, boom. It's Friday. No, it's Thursday night. It's Tactical Devils. It's 9 p.m. or 9:15 p.m. And it's Stu Woolley and Jarvis Cocker time. So, guys, I see a lot of people tune in already. Gavin Underwood, I am Titanium, Tom Porter, Red Brobe coming in, and Johnny Commode and Sunsheet is already in the house. I don't know why your names are something else. It's just your hashtags, not your regular names.
Yeah, I've noticed that.
Well, it is what it is. We will do our best. But guys, girls, thank you for tuning in. Yeah, Stu, how's your day been and the weekend been? You know, it's been a while. I haven't seen you since Monday. You had footy yesterday, but how's life?
Yeah, absolutely pretty good, actually. Footy last night was awesome, as always. It's such a laugh. It's open age group on Wednesday, and it's so much fun. So I end up chasing around 18-year-olds, which isn't that much fun, but they still go down hard, Jarvis. Back when they did when I was 18, they still go down hard. So that's the main thing. So, no, it was a really tight game last night. Played 7-a-side, and we drew 12-all. Oh. So it's a really good game of football. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Good, solid hours worth. Standard was really, really good. So I was, really pleased with it. Looking forward to the weekend. I'm still buzzing after Sunday. Nice to see Liverpool and Chelsea get results last night. Villa lost tonight, obviously. And Forest were winning last time I saw. But interestingly enough, everybody's going to point out and say, well, Ekitike scored twice. Well, he came from a German league, scored against a German club. Wow, big deal. And Mr. Wirtz got 2 assists again. Came from a German league, scored. Big fucking deal. Can't do it in the Premier League, can they, lads and ladies? And that's the real interesting thing. So, looking forward to Saturday, 3:00 kickoff. Massive game for us. It really is a big game because we are on a bit of elevation at the moment. We are on a trajectory of an upward motion, and we can't stop that. We need to carry on climbing this mountain, and who knows what will be the end of Saturday night, depending on results. So we're really, really looking forward to it. I think Liverpool plays City, if I'm not mistaken, this weekend. I could be wrong, but I think it's Liverpool City this weekend, and if that's the case, it could be a draw. Do we close in again? Who knows? So we've got a big game. It looks like, from what I can gather, the lads got back Saturday, went straight to Carrington on Sunday evening. Had a debrief. They were back in early Monday, so hopefully, they wanted to get in. They wanted this debrief, and they want to kick on Saturday. So I'm really looking forward to it, because Brighton have been a tough one for us.
Always
Hurts seems to know what he's doing, but you can get at Brighton this year. They've lost a couple already, but like similar record to us. I don't know if we're above them in the title.
We are sitting 9th. They are sitting in 10th, but we are on 12. We are on 13, and they are on 12 points. So there's 1
so
point.
So it's all to play for, isn't it? Yeah,
yes,
it's all to play for. Yeah, looking forward to it.
Yes, it will be interesting. So, I see a lot of people tune in already. I just want to say hi. As I said, Gavin Underwood and I am Titanium. Belal is in the house. Tom Porter, Red Robe, Johnny Kermode, 4030.
Yes, he's telling us it's sorry, I thought it was Liverpool City this week, but it isn't. Liverpool are away at Brentford. That's correct.
Howler is coming in saying evening all, and Belal coming in and say you deserve an award for that intro. Thank you. A little bit too much, but maybe not an award. But I like the appreciations. Bath Time is coming in and say big up lads, training cancelled tonight, but I'm very happy with this midfielder list we've been linked to. Yes, we're going to talk about that midfielder list. So many interesting names on that list. As I mentioned, we have, let me just scroll down because it's a long list. Let me just show it to you guys and we can just start. And oops, not going to share the link. I was going to share a picture. Where do I go? Something is up. Everything is slowing down on my computer. Always.
There's a lot happening in the world of electronics at the moment, isn't there? We've had website issues today ourselves. It's not been great.
Okay. So here we go, guys. So according to Center Devils or Ben Jacobs, Alex Crook, Manchester United are open to adding 2 new midfielders next summer and have a 6-man shortlist. And the shortlist is as follows. It's Carlos Baleba, Elliot Anderson. I know Bath Time, you love Elliot Anderson. Angelo Stiller, Conor Gallagher, and Andrey Santos. Out of those names, I would say the last name, Andrey Santos, is the most exciting. I haven't heard that name before. Sounds Brazilian to me, but I don't know much about him. So if any of you guys have any information on that guy, please let us know. Or Portuguese. And we have Conor Gallagher, the least exciting name on that list, I would say. But, maybe in time, you never know before we sign him. And we have been successful when it comes to signing, especially the last summer transfer window. I would say almost all our players that we signed has been a success. Maybe besides the young guy coming in, what's his name, playing left fullback.
Diego Leon.
Yeah, Leon. But we haven't seen much of him. But as I said, I would say all our 3 forwards have been a success, and the goalkeeper. So, I'll trust the recruitment team for now. But Stu Woolley, when you see this list, bringing in, let's say, 2 out of these into the midfield, who would you pick and why?
Well, I think you're hedging your bets as a journo, for sure. It's a coveted list, I would say. Even Conor Gallagher would be a coveted list. I don't know much about Andrey Santos as well, but Darius was saying that he ripped up the French league last season.
Okay.
I think we've already got one probably nailed on, and that would be Carlos Baleba. I can't see us going in as hard as we did in the summer for him if we're just going to leave him to rot. Although he's not particularly had a stellar season, who knows? He may well have been a lot closer to coming to United than we realised, and potentially Brighton just said no, it's just not happening. So I think it's Carlos Baleba +1. Interestingly,
Okay.
I would say though, is if you do bring somebody in like an Elliot Anderson and a Wharton or a Stiller, I prefer. I like Anderson, but I think we could probably get Angelo Stiller cheaper, and he's a real solid 6. Stiller is real solid player. I like him, Stiller.
Okay.
And I think it did quite well for us. Having said that, if you look at what's happening across at Merseyside, when you've got these issues with our good old friend Wirtz, would still a struggle to work in the Premier League, like Wirtz has done. I don't know, different type of position. Still a holds in is a bit more of an aggressive player, whereas Wirtz isn't. Where would I go? It's a real one, that one, because I quite like Conor Gallagher.
Yeah,
he's probably the less, the less, I suppose, the least excited. You go for. I think we'll be pricing. Look, if you get Carlos Baleba, you're going to get priced out for Adam Wharton. So you're not going to get Baleba and Wharton. So it's going to be Baleba or Wharton plus. So my think for combination wise, I'd go with Stiller and Baleba.
Okay.
I think that's the right. Having said that, that hangs a massive cloud over Bruno, by the way.
The thing is, if we get rid of both Casemiro and Bruno next summer, let's say that's the premises of this debate. And we're bringing in 2 new midfielders. We still will have Ugarte and Mainoo. So let's say if we go into next season with 4 midfielders, they have to complement each other in a way. And we got to know, let's say, two out of the 4 need to have like the defensive, I would say, responsibility, and 2 of them need to be creative. So,
so that's why
out of the 2 that we got, let's say we have Mainoo and we have Ugarte. So is Mainoo the creative and Ugarte is the defensive out of the 2, and we have to bring in 1 creative and 1 defensive?
Well, you've got to bring in 1 creative and 1 defensive anyway. So you have to do that. And as I said before, you can rule out Baleba and Wharton together because that's 200 mil. Don't forget it. That just doesn't work.
Yeah, but is Wharton a creative or a defensive midfielder? And the same goes for Baleba.
Well, Baleba's more of a career. He's a box to box. That's what we're missing, is this real energetic box to box. The problem with Baleba is, like I say, I think we've been chasing him all summer, and if we want him, then you're going to buy him. And I think Baleba will be the number 1 target, which rules out Adam Wharton for me. Can't afford him. So then you've got to look elsewhere for that holding player, and I think Stiller's the best option. I like Elliot Anderson. I love him. I think he's absolutely brilliant. But I think Stiller's a cheaper option. And I think when you're buying Baleba at maybe 80 to 100, you've got to cut your cloth, because if you want a right fullback or a right wing back, as has been reported, and maybe another centre half, it just isn't happening, Baleba and Wharton. It really just isn't. So for me, let's look at Baleba, Stiller. You've got Ugarte and Mainoo. I think Mainoo would be a better 6 anyway. I've always said it. I always think he would be. I think he'd be a brilliant 6. And I think somebody playing alongside somebody like Baleba would really help him to be that 6 and identify into that 6. But you then can't play Ugarte and Stiller. You wouldn't be able to do that. So if you're going to bring Stiller and Baleba in, I think that you're likely to be your first choice. If he runs with a 3, then you're going to play Stiller, Baleba, and Mainoo. If he runs with a 2, it'd be Stiller, Baleba. Or Jarvis, forget my wisdom, and it's Wharton that comes in. I'd put Elliot Anderson with Wharton. I wouldn't put Stiller with Wharton. I'd put Anderson with Wharton, because I think they're a better combination. Wharton, we know, is hugely graceful, don't we, on the ball? I don't truly see Wharton as a box to box. I don't. But I think from a combination, because Anderson is hugely aggressive but hugely energetic. And how many times have we seen Anderson as a 6 and as a high-end 8, one for the better phrase? So I think Anderson and Wharton would be good. Baleba and Stiller would be good. So that leaves the other combination, Jarvis, of Gallagher and what's his name? Santos.
Santos,
So
yes. The Chelsea midfielder. Yeah.
So I'll give it to our Darius letting us know what type of player Santos is, then we can compare the two. So my top 2 would be Baleba and Stiller. I think there'd be a fantastic partnership, but then also with Wharton and Anderson. What do you think?
Okay, I'm writing down Baleba, Stiller.
Yeah.
Well, when it comes to me and this midfield, I would say out of the 2, let's say we have to replace Casemiro and Bruno. I know Bruno gets a lot of stick, but he's still the most creative midfielder we have, and I think it will be a tough task to replace him. And if Bruno leaves, we will see a void on the creativity side. So who is going to create all these chances? So I would put most of my money on the guy who's going to replace Bruno. Out of the 6, I would say, let's bring it up again. Out of the 6, I would say out of these guys, I have to agree with you. I think Angelo Stillo is probably the most creative out of these guys. But he's not probably proven again. So I'm always skeptical when it comes to players from the Bundesliga.
Yeah.
It's a tough one. It's really a tough
and therein lies your problem, Jarvis. The question you posed is hugely apt. It's the correct question. It's apt. It's there. But when you look at it and you know your football, pal, you know your eggs, you know your onions, whatever you want to call them, you know it. And you know Still is a great 6 because we've spoken about it before. You know, Wharton is what I would call majestic, very graceful, but he's not a creator. A brilliant creator like a Bruno. Gallagher, not a great creator like a Bruno. Anderson, a 6. Baleba, an absolute box-to-box beast. We don't seem to have, as you quite rightly point out, that real head-on creator. So, and therein lies the problem for me. Great question.
I think this is a difficult one. Out of these, I would say maybe Elliot Anderson will be the guy we need in to bring in the energy that Amorim addresses. He wants and needs. So maybe Elliot Anderson would be my first signing out of these, and the second one. Baleba's form this season tells me a little bit about his mentality, and maybe he's not ready for a big club as Man United.
Correct.
So, and even Adam Wharton, he's young, coming from Crystal Palace,
20,
and he will be so expensive. So maybe the most sensible would be Elliot Anderson and Conor Gallagher. I know it's not the most favored. Out of there's not the most.
This is all about reasoning, though, Jarvis.
Yeah.
You spoke. When I was picking my 2, I was talking about reasoning. I was looking at the reasoning behind it. I agree with you on Baleba, by the way. I never thought he was worth 100 mil anyway. You know that. I valued him. Probably at 60, 70 mil. I never valued him at 100 mil. But Casado came in for 2 seasons and then popped off, didn't he? For 100 and whatever it was to Chelsea. If we don't, you're right. You have to rule out Wharton or Baleba. You can't have both. You just can't. And I agree with you on Elliot Anderson. I think he's fantastic. He's a great player. But can we pick him up for 60 mil? The thing is with Stiller, and the thing is with Gallagher, we can pick up for. I think we can get Stiller for below 40 to 50, and Gallagher's less than that, isn't he?
Yeah. Yeah, Gallagher is probably cheaper. I think we can get him for
30.
40, maybe.
Yeah, maybe 35, 30. Yeah,
35. Yeah.
40. Yeah, no, I agree.
And he's Premier League proven, and I think that's
He
a
is.
strong plus when it comes to
Yes,
this.
it could well be. But you can't then, and you're absolutely right. So you can't run Baleba Gallagher. You can't run Wharton Gallagher. You could run Stiller Gallagher, Elliot, Anderson, and Gallagher. Santos had an outrageous season at Stradbrook last season, playing only as a 6, dominated pretty much. Okay. And you could run Santos then and Gallagher. So that's really, cheers for that, Darius. So that's really interesting.
So you have Baleba, Stiller, Anderson, Gallagher, and let's create a poll. I want to create a poll. I want to know what you guys think about it.
Jarvis, I'm led towards Baleba purely because of our chase.
Yeah, that's fair enough. So let's do the last is Wharton, and who would Wharton play with?
For me, it's Wharton and Anderson.
Wharton, Anderson, okay.
Baleba and Stiller, and Gallagher and Santos. That would be my pairings. But I like your pairing, by the way.
Yep. I'll create a poll with these 3 pairings, and I will get the opinions from the chat. Stu, we have a super chat.
Oh, right. I'll tell you what, Jarvis, I'm gonna give him the I'm gonna need to buy some new goggles. I'm gonna give him the old ski goggles, I think.
Oh, the ski goggles?
Yeah, they look fucked, to be honest. So these are my running glasses. Not that I run anywhere, so that's why they're probably fucked. Cheers, I'm Titanium. Cheers, Bilal.
If you wonder what's behind the screen of Jarvis, you can have a close look into my glasses.
Yes. Are we going to give him a bit of a tune?
Yes. Yeah, let's give him the tune.
How about I do that then? Yeah, I've gone for this look. I've gone for this look this time. Well, brilliant. Gallagher wouldn't be a shameless signing. No, why would it be?
Glad you agree.
Yeah, why would it be a shameless signing? I don't think he would be at all. He was chosen to, by Diego Simeone to go into Atletico Madrid. You don't get chosen if you're.
Yeah, but he had a terrible season for Chelsea under Frank Lampard.
He did. Yeah, woeful season. Woeful.
Yeah. So I didn't like that one, but now he's the last season before he went to Atletico Madrid for Chelsea, I think he did really well.
So don't like his hair though. He needs to cut his hair. That's we don't want anyone with a bun.
Did he play? Was it Watford or where did he play? He was on loan from Chelsea and played in the Premier League for one season. He did really well. He actually scored against Man United. Conor Gallagher.
Was it Palace? Was it Palace?
No, Watford, I believe.
Was it Watford? Bilal, sorry,
went down again.
Yeah.
Maybe it was Palace. Maybe it's me. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
thought it was Palace. Yeah.
Do a couple of comments and I will make it.
Loads in the chat. Let's see what we've got in. Catherine, no nonsense for days in the chat. Superb. Please give us strength. Volps comes in with Stevie Wonder. Yes, Stevie Wonder. Bilal comes in. You both look well dodgy. Well, we've heard that before, unfortunately, Bilal. Catherine, no nonsense midday. Please give me strength, lads. Absolutely. Let's have a quick look. Because the family in the TV show are called Shameless. There must be something else in there that I'm missing. Gallagher can't even get in the Atletico Madrid team. He's average. Volps comes in with that.
Okay.
Gallagher is a family in Shameless. Absolutely. Catherine, is it true Harry Kane wanted to come back to the Premier League, lads? I think there's a huge element of truth in that. And I'll tell you why I think there's a huge element of truth in that. If he doesn't come back to the Premier League, our good old friend, if he hangs around, the Norwegian whatever, Jarvis's mate, is going to absolutely smash Alan Shearer's or whatever, who holds the goal scoring record at the moment. It's Wayne Rooney, isn't it? Sorry. He's going to absolutely smash it. So I think Kane does come back, absolutely. But I think he goes to Tottenham. And but he will want to come back and get it before, I think, and hold it and be, as a recorded holder before good old Haaland. I mean, I don't know how many goals
Haaland will take the goal scoring record without a doubt if he continue. If he's not leaving for Real Madrid or something in a couple of weeks.
Well, yes, there is that. So
he
that's what I think.
At least 25 goals for the next two seasons every season. So you can add another 50 goals in 2 years.
Yeah,
I don't know how many it's on now. So yeah,
God knows he's over 100, isn't he? He must be.
Yeah.
Who didn't have a woeful period under Chelsea under Frank Lampard? Johnny Commode, absolutely.
Vops come in and say Baleba, Stiller. Let's see, the opening 13 votes in so far. We have 38% on Baleba, Stiller. Anderson, Gallagher is on 15%. That's my pick. And Wharton, Anderson is on a whooping 46%. So they are the fan favorites, Wharton. And
I can see it. I can see the combination. I can, and I think they played the youth level together, haven't they?
Okay, really?
I think they played youth. I could be wrong, but I think they played youth. Big up Jarvis Stew and Devilish Tactico. Steph, good to see you. Bilal, thank you for that £2 super chat, mate. Absolutely super.
Yes. Anderson and Wharton for me.
I can see it.
Big up, Danny.
Yeah.
That's a good combination. But I think out of all of this, I think they would be a good signing. I wouldn't cry if you sign any of them, and that's the thing. But for me, I think it's the combination and how they complement each other. I think that's the most important thing.
That's what we need. Yeah.
Another debate would be, let's say, if we sell Casemiro and Mainoo, and we have to bring in two.
Yeah.
Bruno takes another season. He's still fairly young. Why would he quit now?
Well, this is interesting, but then the one that we're not linked with is your mate Hjulmand. That I was quite surprised.
Yes, Hjulmand, yeah.
Absent from that list. And then we would go, Sanchi, you absolute legend. Absolute legend. Yes. We will come to you in 1 second. But my question then, Jarvis, if Hjulmand was on that list, who would you pair him with?
He will definitely be the defensive guy. And
so who would you pair him with?
Baleba.
That's exactly who I would go with.
Because he's the carrier and Hjulmand is the passer. I think that will be a good combination.
That's exactly who I would pair him with. Right then. Let's see, Sanchi, my old legend. I'm going to do the same again.
I'm going with the.
I'm going with a different pair, so we'll put them down first.
Okay. One.
I'll be back.
1, 2, 3.
Oh no, wrong glasses. There you go, Sanchi.
Thank you.
Quick pose at the end. There you go. Sanchi. Okay. Sanchi's probably just gone now. He's had enough. 2 clowns. If we are playing only 1 game a week next season and before signing, we need to move on players, or they'll be in a soup for sure, like we are now. Okay. We won't be playing just 1 game, Sanchi. We'll hit Europe this year. I'm absolutely convinced of it. 66 points, as I said, in the summer.
And that's a Stew guarantee.
That's a Stew guarantee. So I don't think we'll have this problem next year. I think we're going to be more stronger and more consistent throughout the season. Actually, I think we'll grow and we'll get better as the season goes on. We're seeing something different from Cunha. That he was
Yeah.
that he adapted at Wolves, which we haven't seen. We haven't had that tenacity, that aggression. We're seeing a not up to fully speed, in my opinion, not up to fully speed. And Mbumo. We're going to see a better Sesko. Mount will continue to develop. Bruno will get better as the season goes on. Ahmad will get better as the season goes on. You know, we are in a much, much stronger position. If we added a midfielder, a real good holding player in the January window, if we could, I know that saying that potentially that's not going to happen. I'm going to wait till the summer. I don't believe that. I think if we can get Gallagher on loan, actually, I know he's not a holding player specifically, but I think if we can get Gallagher on loan in January, I think we'd probably take that. We're not going to be able to get Wharton out of Forest unless they're really struggling. But they're going to want to keep him. Anderson out of Forest. We're not going to get Wharton out of Palace. The other thing about Wharton, and it's always good to think about this, is you're going to have the Gay phenomenon in the summer. Are Palace willing to allow Wharton and Gahey to go in the same summer transfer window? That's going to be a difficult one as well. So, no. I think we'll get into Europe this season. I really do.
Well, great. No. There's no guarantees, even though you have this due guarantee right now. But for me, you never know what's going to happen in the Premier League season. It's a long season. We're still early days, and we could end up mid-table. We could end up top 5. We could end up almost relegation zone. When it comes to this team, I don't trust any of them. One thing is performing against Liverpool. Another thing is doing it the next game and the next game and the next game.
For us, Jarvis, we're already seeing that phenomenon that we saw last season dissipate already. It's already gone.
Yeah.
Forest are out the equation at the minute. Villa are out the equation at the minute. I'm just talking about at the minute. We made this point in the summer. If you remember, we had this conversation and you said to me, how can we finish top 6? And I made a point. I don't believe that Villa will have the season they had last season. I don't believe Forest would. I remember.
There's other teams again, always someone else stepping up, and now you see Bournemouth coming up, doing really well.
Probably the only team, that will maintain last year's performance. So I think we can get back in the mix. Newcastle, they're off the pace at the minute, so it's great for us because it gives us a chance. But this is why going, beating Brighton Saturday is brilliant because it just elevates it, springboards us again. So really interesting. That's it. I thought that was the case. Darius.
Belal comes in and say, "Can you wear hats for the next?"
I'm no good with hats. I'm no good with hats. I've got some hats, but I'm not great.
Hats.
I'm after
Man United.
You know what I might do, Jarvis, on Saturday evening when we go live, which, by the way, guys, just watch out for the notifications because Saturday is a bit of a tricky one for both me and Jarvis as family men, etc. But I might put my special anniversary Le Mans edition cap on, which I got off the grid when I was interviewing. Who was I interviewing at the time? Oh, it was Alonso, Fernando Alonso. So, but some flouncing. I was on the grid. Very quick story. I'm on the grid, and all of a sudden, you see this big security team come through. And I'm thinking, what's going on here? Well, I might have to get me, see what it is. Some absolute pansy of a tennis player, Rafael Nadal. I mean, come on. What does he need a big security thing for? Anyway, very short story, but I declined the chance to interview him. I thought,
okay.
I don't know.
Only Nadal. Is he
the
most winning, or all times, or is it Federer?
I'm not really sure. There's John Silk. If we ever are lucky enough to get John Silk on our channel, Jarvis, ask him that question because he does a tennis thing and he loves it. He knows his tennis. But peace and blessings. Also, R Dots. Is that RJ? Yeah, RJ.
RJ is RJ.
Yeah.
I don't know why YouTube has changed all your names. It's something wrong. It's YouTube is acting up all the time, and these.
Just
Yeah, they're not our best friends at the moment.
Anyway,
So
I'll just show off the coat, but the greatest boots on the planet, everybody. The coat.
Zoom in.
Oh, I don't know. Let me see if I can zoom in. Oh, how's that?
Yeah. Now I see it. We can do like.
Yeah.
Look like at that. This.
The Copa Monday hours. Yes, look at that. Greatest football boots on the planet. I have seen a Adidas Tango football t-shirt, Jarvis, which I'm hoping to procure. So I will let you know when I get that, and I'll turn around because it's on the back. It's absolutely brilliant Tango. It hasn't got Maradona's boot on it though.
Okay.
Which is a shame, but it wouldn't have it because it's an Adidas top.
But, yeah. Maradona. Stu, can you wrap the next super chat?
Oh God, can I rap? Period.
This is Stu coming to you with the rap from the super chat.
And then you go like that, don't you? Mic drop. That is it, isn't it? Mic drop. After you do something like that, mic drop. I just wrecked my iPad. Oh fuck.
Don't ruin your stuff. No, Bilal, no rapping on this channel. Sorry.
I'm not very good at wrapping presents, Bilal, let alone wrapping anything else. So
I will do
the beatboxing. Go on.
Oh, I can't.
No, that's not it, is it?
Oh, no. I won't. Oof. Let's do some news. Let's do some news.
Let's talk football.
There are some we are linked to a guy. I don't know if any of you know this name's this player. No, that's not the right one. Sorry. Let me just bring it up. That was another one. That was a Kosovan player. Yes, it's same as we talked about. Latest Man United midfield target with Conor Gallagher, a viable January target, because out of all this, I think most of them will be difficult to do in January, but Conor Gallagher is one who is achievable. So, do we go for Conor Gallagher now, or do we wait to the summer when we have other more options available?
And therein lies the, if you are Kobbie Mainoo, Jarvis, sitting on the bench. By the way, I'd like to point out, a bit like our good old friend Alessandro Garnacho. Oh, I want to go to Chelsea because I'll play. Really? Anyway, moving on. Why would you and Conor Gallagher comes to the door in January, then you're looking to get out the door in the summer, surely?
Yeah.
Unless, if he comes in January, then surely you're looking to get out the door. I actually expect more minutes in the second half of the season for Kobbie Mainoo.
And also this news came out. It's almost the same for Ben Jacobs. If Atletico Madrid opens the door to a loan formula of Conor Gallagher this season, I think that's the deal Man United will do. And if they're to buy him, the price is excess of £35 million. And it remains to be seen whether Manchester United choose to spend that money in January, according to Ben Jacobs, doing an interview on the United stand.
Yeah, he's got that from the United. Is that an interview on the United stand, is it?
Yes. Okay. Ben Jacobs is a regular guest. I think he's on with Beth or sometimes. Yeah. So, it's an option. It could happen. Personally, yes, I believe we need a midfielder in if you want to secure Europe next season. I don't think our midfield is strong enough. Especially, I think also it will be better because I think Bruno and Casemiro needs a rest now and then. They're getting older. Even though we're just playing one game a week, still, I think we need to rotate a little bit just to get some fresh ideas into the team. And also, I think it gives a little extra go into the team when you sign new players. You get a little bit extra sharp because there's more competition.
You get a bit of a buzz if it's a player of note. You get a bit of a buzz, don't you?
Yeah.
I've got no problem with that.
yeah. And I'm not sure what we're going to do because there are players on the way out, and there's some news about Josh Xerxes. The same interview on the United Stand. This came out. I don't know if you've seen this, too, but Ben Jacobs says there is a realistic chance that Joshua Xerxes leave Man United in January. And the player's perspective, a bit like Kobbie Mainoo, he wants to go out on loan to boost his chances of playing for Netherlands in the World Cup. And now we have to understand whether Man United will allow or whatever they'll say exactly. So, it's both Kobbie Mainoo and Joshua Xerxes on the way out, at least for a loan in January. So we can't loan them out, both of them, and not bringing in another midfielder. So yeah, I feel right now the Conor Gallagher thing is actually a realistic target.
Well, I think Xerxes goes anyway. If you're Joshua Xerxes, you've got to be looking to leave the club in the summer. You have to be. He's hardly played a minute, really, when you consider. Kobbie Mainoo, I believe, has got longevity at the club. I don't think Xerxes actually got longevity. If I was him, I'd be going to West Ham in January, because I think him and Jared Bowen would be absolutely terrific together.
Mm-hmm. So what are the chats saying about the Xerxes thing and Kobbie Mainoo and Conor Gallagher? What are they saying? What are they thinking?
Let's have a look. So Tyrone says, "Oh, sorry, go on." Is he not making a Dutch squad? Is he at this point in time? Same as De Ligt. De Ligt's not in the Dutch squad. Is Koeman picking him?
No, he's not playing regularly. But that's a shame. De Ligt has been our best player for the season. I think he should definitely play for the Dutch team. He's even better than Van Dijk at the moment. I don't think he has a great season right now. He's looking slow.
Van Dijk.
So yeah,
he's finished. The greatest defender of all time. He's finished. Interesting. Darius is saying, "Oh, I think
yeah. Just do the comments. I will prepare the next clip."
Yeah. Continue reports in Portugal. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised on that one. Where would he go? As I just said, I think West Ham would be brilliant for him to link up with Bowen. In Amorim we trust. Amir Furkiri. Thank you for that. Tyrone was saying that Xerxes' mentality is wrong. No ambition or drive to work harder and force a way into the team. Manchester United needs to stop signing losers. He's technically good, but his attitude is wrong. Difficult to argue against that, Tyrone. And Xerxes is Donny version 2. Doesn't do anything questionable desire. Everyone seems to think he should play except his managers. Again, Darius, can't argue with that either. Bilal comes in with the club have been posting pics of Malacia in training. Excellent. Good for the kid. I want the kid to be able to have a career after Man United, Jarvis. I feel so sorry for the lad, and I want him to have a career. And if we can just facilitate that, and he's in and around the first team for the final 6 months of the season, fantastic. And go with our blessing on a free in the summer. That's what I would do for him.
The Irish Pit Terrier, that's Danny B, I believe, comes in and say, I can't see Gallagher.
Oh, is that Danny B, is it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Irish Pit Terrier. Yeah,
interesting.
That's a viable option. But there's other rumors when it comes to Xerxes. And according to Rich Fay, this came out today. Ruben Amorim does not consider Josh Xerxes as a pure number 9, and believes the lack of power to lead the attack. I don't know. I think he made that up, Rich Fay.
Well, he did, because what's his first clue? I mean, come on, Rich. Whoever you are, come on, pal. You give journalism a bad name, fella. Just get off the screen. Absolutely.
Well, I don't consider Joshua Xerxes to be a pure number 9. He even said it himself. He's a 9.5. So he's already out there. So what's the news?
Yeah, come on, Rich.
Journalists. This one, Angelo Stiller. Also, when we talked about the January window, Ben Jacobs say, I'm not expecting anything in January for Angelo Stiller and Manchester United, nor do I think that there are any talks of note have really started in the build-up to the window opening. So we're not looking at Angelo Stiller at the moment.
We haven't got a hope of getting Stiller anyway in the summer. He's not going to move clubs because of the World Cup. This is the thing. Yeah. You're not going to get. Gallagher's not going to the World Cup, so Gallagher's an easy option. But Stiller, no, it just won't happen. No, it was no. That's why Stiller will always be a summer target.
We have Helge in the chat. Big up, Helge. Hope you're well. Hope you're well. Yeah. Thank you for coming on Monday. Stu, do you want to read out his comment?
He says, I just think Zirkzee was unlucky, brought in by Ten Hag, Ineos, with a certain role in mind. You're next, Jarvis.
Yeah, blir varken fugl eller fisk.
Yeah, meaning?
Something is between the rock and the hard place,
Okay.
It's not the correct
10, yeah, as a number 10 or number 9, Jarvis can explain the Norwegian saying. Yeah, I know what you mean between the rock and hard place. Look, I agree. I think he's a victim of circumstance. But the lads are right, though.
Yeah. I'm just going to say, if you translate it directly, it says it's either bird or fish.
Oh, okay. And that's, yes. Yeah, I see. Yeah, I get that.
So
yeah, the interesting thing really is that I don't think, Zirkzee says he's a 9.5. So that to me means he doesn't know where he's best. He doesn't know his best position. And a professional footballer at 24 or whatever he is, he should know his best position. So I think for me, cut losses in the summer, go on loan in January, get yourself a few goals and get a permanent move in the summer. We'll get 30-40 million quid for him, I would think. Go back to Italy. That's where you're success. Go back to Italy. Go and do that. So
young player of Serie A in Bologna before he came to us. So in Italy. So
worth noting that Napoli had 6 put past them last night, didn't they?
There's a good clip of company going spare at Zirkzee for his attitude at Anderlecht. Yeah. This is just my speculations, because I feel sometimes Zirkzee, he looks a little bit laid back, a little bit too relaxed when it comes to football, and I think maybe that's hindering him in the eyes of the manager. I think he looks like he don't have the right attitude. I'm not saying that he's not having the right attitude, but he looks a little bit too nonchalant.
He's a bit too lazy, and he's a bit very much like Berbatov, but Berbatov could actually back it up when he was on the pitch. So a bit of a difficult one. One for Pappy here. We obviously know what this means, but our good friend did say "Go Man United" once, rather than glory.
Big up, Pappy. Big up, Pappy. Hope you're well.
We love you. You're an absolute legend, pal.
By the way, Stu, Mark sent me an WhatsApp today and asked if you want to. He's back to streaming again. So Mark Nurse. So he asked if any of us want to come on his channel one day and
I'd love to go with Mark. Yeah, I love Mark. Yeah.
We should go on Mark's channel one day and
we will
help him out. He's just recently started up again. So yeah.
Yeah, I love Mark. He's absolutely brilliant. I think he's great. Mick did his first live stream, didn't he, for 5 months? Or something recently as well. So
he's very busy surfing in Bali.
Well, I don't blame him. Johnny Commode, Pappy the legend, go Man United. He'll never live that down, will he, Pappy? Bless him.
Well, what else do I have as news?
No questions tonight, but we'll do questions definitely. Well, we might be able to do Saturday, depending on what time we can do, might we? Or myself and Jarvis. Jarvis is a man of all trades, everybody. He's just buying himself a new 20-ton or 40-ton kind of digger. So he's on a training course for that. So he's getting on massively early in the morning. I've got a trip to London for a business meeting as well tomorrow, and I've got to be up early. So maybe not tonight, but definitely Saturday night, 100% Bilal Monday. Promise you.
Yeah. But we are doing a preview. It takes me to the next topic.
Yes.
I just want to do this one before we end. It's
We
about
love it,
attitude.
don't we?
Talking about attitude, and this came out. Mateus Cunha helped earn his start by reporting to Carrington a day before the scheduled arrival last week after returning from Japan with Brazil. And having played Tuesday and returning to England on Wednesday, he was allowed until Friday off. He didn't train, but he came in on Thursday for individual recovery training. And he was joined by Casemiro, and both went into Ruben Amorim's lineup at Anfield. So they're actually putting in an extra shift, even not required, according to Laurie Whitwell. And this is what I like. They have installed some kind of professionalism into
I love
this
that.
group of players. So yeah, I think we are on the right path. And this is what we expect and need from our players to put in an extra shift when needed. And it's fully understandable. Okay, you traveled from Japan to Britain. It's all around the world. It's so many different time zones, but it proves you can do it. If you want.
You can. Jarvis, I can speak from experience. Earlier in the year, I was out in Taipei, 20-hour flight. And it's long, it's draining, but you get home, you have a couple of hours sleep, you go in, you do some light recovery work, you get fed by a club, etc., and you know what, you demonstrate an ability to want to play for the badge, want to play for the fans, want to play for the club. Amorim will love that. He'll absolutely eat that up all day long. He'll be looking at Cunha and Casemiro going,
yes.
It's no coincidence that's happening. It's no coincidence Casemiro's back to where we expect him to be in terms of his playability. Cunha, we as I said to you on Sunday night, we are seeing the Wolverhampton Wanderers Cunha now. He's settled at Manchester United. He feels at home, and so it's coming out. That time where he's defending the ball in our half, he wins the ball, he's being kicked, he's being punished, and he still gets up with it. We haven't seen that in years, Jarvis. In years. You've got Mbumo chasing everything.
Yeah.
Again, you've got, I have to say, you've got Mount. Makes a difference. He's made a difference on a couple of games. He's made this difference. Amorim's found players that are making a difference. And we haven't seen it. And it's difficult for the fan base to understand that side of it because we've never seen it before. A lot of them haven't seen it. A player can want to make a difference. And you're seeing it now. And Xerxes will never get that opportunity to do that because he won't come on and won't make that difference that we need to. And this is where Mainoo should be looking at Cunha now. Should be looking at Casemiro. Definitely looking at Mason Mount. And more than ever, you should be looking at Harry Maguire. About how you get punched in the gut, kicked in the balls, and this is how you come back. This is how you become important again. Irrespective of what happens in the summer, this is how you become important. And these younger players, the likes of Mainoo, we've always said, haven't we, Jarvis, the class of 92, they have people to look up to, Keane, Ince, Robbo, etc., Bruce, etc. Start looking at Harry Maguire, people. For a person, a real guy who dug deep and didn't let anything bother him. Look at Cunha, professionalism. Look at Mount, dug deep, but injured constantly, dug deep, and they're showing what we thought we were buying, and it's great to see. So if I'm Mainoo, Jarvis in particular, I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, right, I need to be here. I need to emulate these people. I think looks like Bilal's back in. What does Bilal get this time? I don't know what to do with Bilal. I tell you what I'm going to do. He's going to get the Ralph Lauren. He's going to get the Ralph Laurens. He is. What are those?
It's the Stormtroopers. Star Wars.
I thought you should
Philips they're kind of small, but
here we go.
Now we need the headbanger. 1, 2.
Pose.
I feel like Dame Edna with these.
It's getting worse. I think Catherine, no nonsense. Madei's had enough now. She's gone. I can't take any more of that.
Sorry, Catherine.
Sorry, Catherine. Is well, look. Yeah, look. We're going to go through the team actually in a minute because we're going to do Brighton, and you'll be surprised to know that myself and Jarvis probably won't have Mazzari in the team because it's going to be very, very, very difficult for Amorim to change what happened.
Yes, and we will talk about injuries
We'll
too,
talk
because
about
I
that
think
in a
that's
moment.
Michael Paul. We don't know all the details. We'll know after the interviews, probably tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow.
Yes, but we have some info, so let's just talk about it. To answer your question first, Masraoui, yes, he's back. As far as we know, he's not injured. The only player that Man United has injured at the moment is Lisandro Martinez, and even him, he's back in training.
He's back in training, but we don't expect to see him, in my opinion, come back in January. But
there's no rush. There's no rush when it comes to no. We have Luke Shaw. As long as Luke Shaw can stay fit, take it slow. We don't want Masraoui injured again.
The story. I love that. He's not having a pop, but I do love that. Oh, brilliant.
Oh, well, I need,
actually,
it's too light here. So
it's very, very bright. But also, if you consider the snow that Jarvis and the team will be having over the next few weeks,
it's a whiteout.
The sun is terrible, isn't it? Once it gets onto it in the glacier, it's really bad. So they do actually need sunglasses. Catherine, when am I going back to Turkey for a hair transplant? It's not that bad. It's bad, I know, but it's not that bad. But thank you. Thank you for that.
So where would you take it? From your back or chest or let's say if.
It's a bit personal, Jarvis.
No, okay.
My hairy chest. What do my arms? I think I'm one of my arms. I don't know. I don't know. Hair transplant, crikey. Without lowering the tone and upsetting everybody, but when I was ill, when I was a tiddler, when I was 18, I lost all my hair due to and so I've been shaved anyway, so I might go shaved eventually. Yeah. But it was all. I was quicker once the hair went. I was quicker, but I kind of, because of that period in my life, I kind of like what I've got. So I try and keep what I got. So I might just go down here and start pulling some out and start.
Yoink.
Love the question, though, Catherine. Absolutely love you to bits. You made fun of Jarvis's night along with the rest of Devilish Tactic.
You remember Wayne Rooney when he came back? That summer with the full rug.
He come back with a full rug, yeah.
Yeah.
But you can tell that Mazzari's just had some work done because it's red raw. But
can you head the ball or should you be careful?
Well, look. I don't know about that because I was going to ask the Devilish Tacticos a question, by the way, and it's a bit of a dumb and stupid question, but you know me, I am dumb and I am stupid. But obviously everybody's into social media at the moment, and there's a big thing going around, Jarvis, where people are recording themselves playing football matches during games, right? And so the guy who's got the camera wherever, and he'll pan around when he's got the ball, and he's running past a guy who's got a camera on his fucking head. And I'm thinking, hold on, you're playing 11-a-side match, you've got a camera on you. Why have you got a camera on your fucking head? What? You're not going to head the ball then? You're going to go through the whole game, not even making an attempt to head the ball. What is it with social media? And that kind of thing. Crazy.
Yeah.
Apart from looking a complete knobhead with a camera stuck on your head, playing football. I mean, you can't, Jarvis, you can't get up and power one in like you used to.
No, that's the problem. Yeah, I agree. I agree. And you know what's the safety issues? How are you even allowed to play with a camera on your head?
I don't think you are.
What's the referee thinking?
Well, I don't think you're allowed to. And I've seen players, not who we play against, but I've seen players with chest cameras. I mean, crikey, if you do a collision and you get a camera rammed into your rib cage or your sternum, trust me, that's gonna hurt. So I just don't know. I don't get it. The game's gone. As Helga says, the game's gone. But anyway.
The game's gone. The game's gone. And by the way, why would you need a camera on your head while playing? All you need is someone on the sideline just to film you when you're on the pitch. It's not that difficult.
He couldn't wait to get this out. He's been waiting.
When you do the Jarvis chop, you just control the ball, feint, go left,
where's he gone?
And pass the ball. It's not that difficult.
I'd have loved it if you'd waved to him then. God, absolutely phenomenal skin. Yeah, see you, mate. Oh, absolutely brilliant. You're absolutely right. What do you need a camera? But Catherine, no nonsense with Dave has rinsed you. Are you ready for the rinse?
Yes,
and here is the rinse. Jarvis isn't tall enough to hit the ball long.
I'm taller than Maradona. I'm taller than Messi. Taller than a lot of great footballers. So
What happens, Catherine, when Jarvis goes up to head the ball, his head goes in like a turtle shell, and he goes up like that, and he tries to. He's got no power, got no neck muscle. I'm joking.
Joking. At least I'm better than Gakpo at heading.
Oh, abysmal.
Yeah.
Abysmal.
It was terrible.
Funny, wasn't it? Absolutely funny. Great to see Sean's in the channel.
Sean. Big up, Sean. Big up, Sean.
Wharton and Anderson is the only correct answer. And the Jarvis for the win.
No one is liking my combination of Anderson and Gallagher.
I'm sorry to I'm sorry to Sean, in what I went with, the two combinations I went with were Baleba or Stiller or Wharton and Anderson. Those are my two combos. Jarvis decided that Anderson and Gallagher was the one. Jarvis, I think
most realistic. There were some.
I think what you meant, Sean, is Jarvis for the chop, not the Jarvis chop. Jarvis for the chop.
Jarvis chop.
The Jarvis chop. There's no such thing, by the way, as the Cruyff turn anymore. It's the Cocker turn now, isn't it?
Yes.
You don't forget the Cruyff turn. It's the Jarvis Cocker turn.
How is the Stu Wally chop? It's like
my chop normally
comes the legs.
Bang like that, and then normally, I had an instance last Saturday. Lad was a bit smaller than me, which is really unfair play to the lad. But before I knew what he'd done, Jarvis, he grabbed my shirt here.
Okay.
So I grabbed him, and then we were having a real tussle. He was quite strong, really, so he was beginning to upset me. So I had to put my knee into the back of his knee to put him on the deck. And then, as he was still holding me, I let him go. Ref, look at him. He's going down like this, and I get a free kick. Shouldn't do that, guys. Please, if you're young and you're watching, please don't do that. It's a family show. No. But normally, it's I like to use this side of my body as part of my body to get them out of the way. And when I do a chop, it's normally knee height. Yeah,
obviously, that's the only way to do a chop.
If you're going to do a chop properly,
the chop, Stu Wally, studs showing, coming in full force.
Yeah.
You better jump. You better jump.
Yeah, you better jump. Referee went down way too easy there. Come on, I haven't even touched him. That's my normal go-to kind of, so.
Heading the ball has nothing to do with weight. It's about timing, and you must go up when others are going down. Why do I know? I was a striker. Oh, big up.
It's true. It's true. Timing's everything, and so story. Then you would either use your neck muscles if it was a lofty pass, or if it was a a kind of pass with a bit of heat on it. It's guidance, isn't it? So, but you're absolutely right. It's all about time. Same with defending, by the way. You want them to come into you so you can use those as elevation. Use your opposition as elevation. Don't grab their shoulders. Just try and use them to get up. So, yeah, that's what you want.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Stu, before we need to go to the preview, I think we are a little bit worried about the time. So
yeah,
when it
comes
to the Premier League injuries, I'm using the website Premier League Injuries, and this is the latest update. So when we go to Brighton, we have Adam Webster out for a knee injury, and Solomon March is out knee injury.
What a shame.
Yeah. Jack Hinselwood, ankle and foot injuries, not playing. Let's see, who else do we have? Joe Weltman, what's going on? Something. Joe Weltman, calf, heel injury, shin heel injury.
Ouch.
But it's a potential injury, so he will most likely play. Injury potential back 25th of October. And Mitoma is also potentially returning against us. 50% chance, if you say.
Because he's always a nightmare for us in Mitoma.
Yeah. Brian Gruda is out. Is ruled out. Potential return. So they have a lot of players with a potential return. So
trouble is, though, Jarvis, you're not going to play all four, are you? You're going to play
not if they're 50%.
Yeah, exactly.
I reckon Veltman will play. He's
I think him over Mitoma. I think Mitoma on the bench and Veltman plays. Yeah. Have we got any knowledge on United or?
The only player that's ruled out is Martinez, as I said.
Helga, I've heard rumours that sushi places are contacting Jarvis for hire for his excellent chopping skills. The Jarvis chop.
What's it called? The Japanese, when they stand on a big plate.
I don't know.
Restaurant. They throw things in the air. They have knives.
Yeah, they've got a specific name. Yeah, I don't know.
No.
I don't know. But you've been called a fruit ninja anyway, the Jarvis edition. Forget about Solly March.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes, the game, the fruit ninja. I played that one. That's quite good game. Yeah.
We went last year. Me and the lads, the Sexy Six. We went axe throwing, and I wasn't good at that. I wasn't good at that. I chopped one, and it did bounce back towards me. It didn't actually reach me, but I was thinking, I don't like that axe. I blame the axe rather than the fact I couldn't throw it properly to get it in the board. Good fun though.
Yes, it is. I went on axe throwing when I was visiting Hamburg with my mates, and we did that. That was actually quite funny. But it's a health hazard because
it is a health hazard. It
could come back.
Yes.
Yeah.
Catherine, no nonsense, McDade. If he's still in, if I go axe throwing again, the chances are I'll end up with one in the back of the head, so I won't need hair transplant because I'll shave it all off. So who knows?
Yes.
Let's
go. Yeah, Helgi. You're probably thinking of
Teppanyaki.
Yeah, Teppanyaki restaurants. Yeah, that's
anyway.
That's
we better get back to football. We've got we're running out of time.
Yes. So this is the predicted lineup from who is it? What's the name of the website? WhoScored.com. So we have Sene Lammens in goal, De Ligt, Maguire, Luke Shaw, Diallo, Bruno, Casemiro, Dalot, Mount, and Mbumo, and Cunha. So no Sesko in the predicted lineup.
No, it's the same as.
What do you reckon, Stu?
It's the same as Anfield. I expected exactly the same. That'd be the lineup I would go with. But although my preferred lineup is, as you well know, Diallo to left wing back and Mbumo to right wing back, and then you get Sesko into the team.
Yeah.
Won't happen. So that's the team he will definitely pick.
The only thing I don't like is Dalot on the left. Dalot.
Agreed.
I would rather go Dorgu for me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
doggy.
I think that's what he picks. I think
Yeah.
for the first time, Jarvis, I think they've got it right.
Mm-hmm. Big
Help
up,
me.
Helge. Thank you for the comments. I have to leave, guys. See you later. Don't do something
See
I
you
will
later,
do. Looking
Helge.
forward to the preview. Have a nice night, everyone. Big up, Helge. Big up, big up. Thank you for
Yeah.
tuning in.
Yeah.
No, and Sean also comes in and say Dallo can't play
Dallo
left.
can be left out.
Yeah,
I like that one.
yeah.
Good one. Drop Shaw. Probably not going to happen, Bilal, but yeah. I think that's what.
But what about Lenny Euro? Shouldn't he start?
There's an old saying in football, isn't there? We've all been there. The gaffer, you're sitting in there, and the gaffer says, lads, Thursday night, can't change a winning team. And you go to yourself, he's right. If you're in it, if you're out, he's fucked off. But he doesn't change it. I agree with Euro, but I don't think he changes it.
No.
At all.
No.
If you have a look at the Brighton starting 11.
Yes, let's scroll a little bit down and look at that. We have Verbruggen in goal. They have Kuiper and at the left fullback, Veltman on the right, Dunk, Van Hecke, centre backs. Brilliant Swede Ayari playing. I like him. They have Baleba in midfield, Mite, Mitoma, Gomez, and good old Welbeck.
I don't think Mitoma starts. I think Welbeck. The thing with Welbeck is you don't know what you're going to get. He's either going to have a solid game and score, or he's going to have a poor game, and De Ligt or Maguire will be quite happy. In terms of where I think we can get at them, I think we can get them through Mbeumo and Cooper on the left hand side, the right hand side as we are attacking. Minte we know is good. But I think it'll depend what type of game Baleba has, whether he has any influence in there. So Casemiro is going to have a real tough game holding on to him. So he's going to have to rely on Mount and Cunha, I think, to come in there and squeeze Baleba when we're at possession. If Baleba is the type of Baleba that we've seen, last season, at this point in time, he's not. So I think wings. Certainly, Cooper is I think the right side is our best option of attacking. I don't think Dunk's having a great season. I like him, but I don't think he's having the best season. But I think Cunha can out-sprint him. He won't want to get into a foot race with Mbeumo, Cunha, or Ahmad. One for that. So that's the areas I think we can get. The interesting thing for me is Kurzler. Is very much I want to be Amorim, or is it Amorim want to be very much Husler? Who knows? But they play exactly the same system. We play 3-4-3, or they play
no, we play a back four, as you see, the 4-2-3-1. But it's very interchangeable.
Well, that's exactly what I mean. And they can, and they have done, and they will result move into a 3 at the back, and they do it a lot.
Yeah,
they always starts as a 4-2-3-1. And that's the interesting thing, because we start in a 3-4-3 supposedly, and then revert to a 4-4-2, 4-2-3-1, 4-5-1, whichever. And so I think for a space point of view, I think both teams are going to get a lot of space on Saturday, based on the fact that everything is so interchangeable. And that would be the fun element of for me for the game. If Mitoma starts, then Luke Shaw's going to be up against it. There's no two ways about it. And so is Dallo, because he is rapid. He's very quick. Quick. He's very tricky, and he can score goals. But looking at that 11, look at our 11, look at the confidence we're playing with at the minute, we win 2-0.
Well, my only worry when I look at these teams too, I like the prediction, but you see this guy, Mita.
I like Mente.
Everybody talks about Mitoma, but you see his season average 7.29, so he's been their best player so far this season, and he's up against.
He's up against De Ligt.
Ahmad.
He's up against
Ahmad.
Diallo and Delict. Yeah, he's up against Diallo and Delict, and I like that. Delict's, he's one of our, probably, as you quite rightly pointed out, Jarvis, been our most consistent player.
Yeah, but aren't you a little bit worried when it comes to Diallo defending?
Not really. No, not really. I just look. You've got to step up to the plate as a footballer at some point, Jarvis. You have to do it. You would have been told that when you were 8 years old, 9 years old. You're probably telling your lads when you get them back into games again, you've got to step up to the plate. You've got to understand your position, and you've got to grow into that role quickly. If I'm starting you right wing back every game, I'm relying on you and I'm trusting you to get a hold of Minte. Now, your point is actually well made, and it's well made because if you look at the Liverpool game on Sunday, De Ligt felt he was swallowed on 3 or 4 occasions by two or more players out there, and that was a Diallo issue. So your point is well made, but I think hopefully he would have learnt from his mistakes on Sunday, and you'll see a much more disciplined Diallo when out of possession, and a more attacking-minded Diallo when in possession, because ultimately he's got to push Minte back so that when Minte's receiving the ball, he's receiving it in a non-dangerous area as opposed to a dangerous area. And he didn't do that enough on Sunday, did he? As we know.
But I think you're right, Stu. And the more I think of it, he will be up against Elliot, not Ahmad, because Ahmad will operate more of as a midfielder. It will be Diallo who will go into the back four, and the list will push
exactly
out.
Right.
Yeah. So I think you're right.
But interestingly enough, though, Jarvis, Diallo has got to sharpen up on that side of his game. If he's going to play there week in, week out, he's got to sharpen up on that side of the game. He's got to get his communication with De Ligt better, his communication with Casemiro better, his communication with Maguire better. That quartet, he's got to get better. And it was really interesting to see De Ligt actually question Amorim and say, look, you need to deal with this for me because this is happening. And I think you're right. If that did happen, then Minte's a much more different proposition for De Ligt to worry about. I totally agree with you. You're absolutely 100% right. Everybody just consider Mitoma. But if Diallo's a little bit more disciplined, I think we're going to be okay. But you're right, though. It'll shuffle across, and Diallo. Diallo. Dalloness. He'll do Dalloness when Diallo will come in on the back four. Yeah. So, what do you think?
Yeah. But Stu, let's bring up the tactical board and have a look. I know this is the tactical devil, so we can at least talk about stuff like this, and it's. Let's just remove. It's the Liverpool lineup, but it doesn't matter. Let's say if we defend first phase mid block. Let's say this is Brighton, and they will revert from the back four to a back three when they are on the attack.
Exactly right. Exactly right. Yeah.
So it will be something like this. Something like this 3-4-3, and also even 3-3-4, or sometimes when they go really crazy, they play a 3-0-7.
Yes.
So this Fabian Hürschler, he likes to do things differently. So, but when they do stuff like this, we will revert into a back five. But what's interesting for me in this game, I believe, will be the midfield and how they will solve it. They have Baleba, and let's say they have Ayari. Ayari is the more offensive one, and Baleba is the more defensive one out of the two. But the good thing for us is I can't quite see why we would play Cunha as the false nine, because they only play with the midfield two, and
correct.
There's no worries for us to get overloaded as we've been in a lot of the games. When they put in an extra midfielder. I don't think we will see this in this game. So playing Cunha in the false nine wouldn't
do you see an argument for Sesko then?
Yes.
Okay.
Definitely, definitely.
Yeah,
So in my mind, what do you do with a player like Mason Mount? You bench him.
you have to. And it's a real shame, though. It's a real shame because I thought he offered a lot against Liverpool. Um, but Cunha and Mbeumo were on a different planet.
Mm, mm.
They're just on a completely different planet. Um, you're not going to take Bruno out, so Mount will be the fall guy on that one.
Yeah, I agree.
I think
But
that takes a lot
what do you
for him
lose
as well.
when you drop Mount?
You lose industry, you lose a winning runner. Now Cunha, we know, will offer you that winning runner, but
Mm,
not where Mount operates. Cunha operates that entire length of that shaded area, Jarvis, where you've got him there. He
yeah,
operates from box to box,
yeah,
pretty
the
much in that
channel.
entire area. He's absolutely superb at it. There's
Mm,
nobody better. And Mbeumo does the same. They operate in that particular channel. And that allows Mount then to go ahead and, chase lost causes, really, just in case we do get turnover. And then
mm.
Cunha and Mbeumo and Bruno can then dart forward with it. I'm interested to see. I mean, I agree with you with them just playing Baleba and Aria in there. I do agree with you, but they're going to have to move the ball quickly out wide to penetrate us because they
I,
won't get through the middle.
if I was Hursler, I would definitely play a midfield three because that's been our weakness this season. I would put Weifer in this team, and I play Baleba Weifer and Mats Weifer and Ayari in that
Yeah,
midfield three, and try to overload Casemiro and Bruno, just to
yeah.
make life difficult for them. And I think that will give them chances for us to, let's say, if we have to play compact,
If we have to play narrow, yeah,
there will be space for player like Mite and Mitoma
and so,
on
yeah,
the wings, and
yeah.
I think that will be my go-to if I played against Man United. Try to force them, overload centrally, and push the wing backs inside, and or the number 10s, and
He
create
might
space
do
one
that.
against one.
Yeah, he might do that because he's done it before against us.
Yeah.
And when you look at the most ridiculous player to ever play for Brighton, Solly March, he was an absolute weapon for them when they played
Mm.
three in the middle.
Yeah.
He always used to drift in at the far post. He would play wing back role, and he would be a dangerous player. So I wouldn't. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't do that. But he might. He might just want to go toe to toe with us, Jarvis. He might look at it and say, "Look, we can go toe to toe with Manchester United. Yeah, they beat Liverpool at the weekend, but we can
Mm.
go. We can beat them, no problem." He might just go toe to toe with us. I think if he goes toe to toe with us, he loses. We beat them 2-0.
Yeah. Yeah.
I do.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. But it will be an interesting game.
It'd be a
But I think
fantastic game of football, Jarvis.
Brighton
Be
have
great.
won 2 out of the last 3 games. So I think the same
They
as
have.
as we have. They are they are doing better and better. And yeah,
What are their results like this year? Who have they played? What are their results like?
they won against Newcastle.
They beat
2-1
Newcastle, yeah.
in the last game. So they are
Yeah,
actually
they beat
doing quite
Newcastle.
well. 2 goals from Danny Welbeck. He did well. Baleba got subbed.
Oh,
Yeah,
he did, didn't he? Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
And
I mean,
they beat Chelsea the game before that, and
that's
drew
right.
against Wolves.
He's the enigma, isn't he, Danny Welbeck? I mean,
Yeah.
looks like Forest won. Forest beat Porto 2-0. Porto have conceded 1 goal till they came to the Premier League.
Okay.
They conceded 2. It's really interesting, isn't it? We talk about different leagues. We talk about Diego Costa in goal, conceded 1 goal in the Portuguese league, comes to Forest 2. It's unreal.
Yeah, and Sean comes in and say they beat City too. So yeah, they,
Yeah, let's have
we
a look.
all expect. I've seen this before. This movie, I've seen it before. I've seen us, on the high after win, especially a derby, something. So we won against City, we won against Liverpool, and we know this team, they can't be trusted. So just to be a little bit more realistic on the game, it won't be an easy win. I think a lot of Man United fans feel that the mood is back. You know, the smiles are on their faces. You know, we have a good go in the group, but it could easily end against Brighton. And you know, Brighton has been a what do you call it? A bogey team for us when it comes to.
I would normally agree with you, old friends, but I think we're at home, 5:30 kickoff, 2-0.
Okay.
I just get, I think there's a difference to Manchester United.
I think it's a 5:30 kickoff.
Yes, 5:30. Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's a difference between 6:30 for you. So there's a difference between Manchester United of last season. I would 100% agree with you. But when we started talking about this against Sunderland, and we saw something, we just seen something a little bit different in their approach play. Cunha's coming to life and Bumo's coming to life. These are dangerous footballers. Bruno, he's our most inconsistent player throughout the 90-minute period.
Yeah.
Just playing well.
Yeah, I mean, he had a poor game against Liverpool. We all know it. He had a poor game.
Yeah, and he does that one little piece of magic.
Yeah.
And we get the goal from it. So I think it'll be hugely interesting. I think Brighton won't be underestimating it. I think he'll be coming knowing it's going to be a tough game. But I think we walk away with 3 points. I really do. Arsenal, it's Brighton-Arsenal after that in the Carabao Cup. And then they go to Leeds, which you'd expect them to win. Then they got a real tough match away to Palace.
Yeah.
And then Brentford. So let's have a quick look at where we are. So we've got Brighton, as we know.
Yeah, we have and Forest and then Spurs.
And we got Forest away.
Spurs away, Spurs away. Yeah.
Yeah, and then we're at home against Everton Monday night. And then we're away at Palace. So we've got a really difficult run of fixtures. So we have to see tomorrow's game, Saturday's game, as a must-win. We're in a momentum period now. Football's all about momentum. We could just do it.
So there's no excuse. We have to win the game. I agree with you, Stu, but I'm just saying it will be a difficult game.
No, you're right to say. Yeah, you're right to say.
If I have to give a prediction of the game, we are at home, so that's why I think we will win it. But it will be a tight margin. Maybe go from Welbeck, and hopefully we'll get Cunha's first goal and Sesko. So let's say we win it 2-1.
Yeah, I think Lemons. I think he gets another clean sheet.
Okay.
I think he gets a clean sheet. I think we do 2-0.
Okay. Sean comes in and say 3-1 United.
Well, yeah, I think we can. Yeah, I mean, it could well be that we just go ahead and we turn them over. I don't know if I said 3-0. I thought we'd beat them. I could have said 3-0, but I did think we'd beat Brentford. Yeah, absolutely. I stand by it. But I got vilified last week, story, when I said we beat Liverpool 2-1, and we did. And so it's just you did. It's just one of those. The thing about, when you say to somebody, "Oh, what do you reckon the score is going to be?" You pick a score out the air. It's only luck that gets you the score. It's no greater knowledge of football than anybody else, or worse knowledge of football than anyone else. It's just.
Well, the most likely result is probably 2-1. So if you say 2-1, you will have the most right out of 38 rounds. Yeah.
Exactly. But I'm still going to.
That's why 2-1 Man United.
Yeah, I'm still going 2-0.
Adam Partridge coming in and say, "Okay, lads, good to see you. I'm going with the 2-0 for Saturday."
Well done, Adam. Well done.
Big up, Adam. Big up. Well, I think we have covered the preview. It will be a difficult game. On Saturday night, we will do a short post match. When is the game? So around 5:30-ish.
Well, we need to be careful again. No, we don't. Actually, we don't need to be careful because the Grand Prix is on a Sunday at 8. So it's Mexico this weekend, and we've got a lot of F1 fans in the chat. We should be all right because I think qualifying's at 10. So we do 8 or 8:30, 9 o'clock. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then people should be able
Press
to
that
watch.
notification and just check YouTube. We will go live Saturday night, an hour or two after the game ends. It depends, if there's something to talk about, and I have to make all the clips ready, and it takes a little bit of time producing a show for you guys. So I appreciate all the support we get, and the super chats. I am Titanium coming in. With a £2 super chat. Same with Sanchit coming in with is it 100
rupees?
Rupees. Thank you, Sanchit, and £2 again from I am Titanium. You're brilliant, guys. But you don't have to donate money to us. If I know it's life is different for everyone, but what I do hope is for you to press the like. It's free, and it helps out the channel. Every like counts for about 10 more extra views for the channel. And in time, my wish is that we can, like, let's say, have a couple of hundred people tuning in every time we go live. And I don't want to grow as big as Mark Goldbridge or Saeed or any of the other big guys in YouTube, but I want us to have a vital part for the sane and regular guys like you coming in and have a room to share their football opinions. So you can help us on the journey. That's all I wish.
I agree with you on that one wholeheartedly, old friends. I think for us, for me and Jarvis, we're two old men. We've been watching playing football for years, 50 years in my case. Jarvis is a little bit less, but ultimately for us, it's about enjoyment. We're not here to wind anybody up. Everyone's got an opinion. We love everybody's opinion, and everybody's welcome. Rival fans are welcome. We're just not that type of channel. So just come and join us, have some fun, and if you don't like us, hey, it is what it is. It is what it is.
100%. And go check out our friends on YouTube, Sean, United versus Everybody. Go check out Meets Football. Go check out Noradin, United Real Therapy. Go check out Mick, and all of the other guys. Check out Mark Nurse. There's so many good YouTubers. You don't have to be the biggest one to create good content. And a lot of the big accounts, it's a lot of it is just guff anyway. So
it is
not naming names.
No. We don't do that. We don't do that.
Yeah, we don't.
Join us on Saturday, and we will we'll do the review, and then Monday night is thank you story, and then Monday night is Jarvis Corner. So that's myself, Jarvis, Mark, and we normally have one more. It's been Mick in the past. It's been Nuruddin, who's always brilliant. He's always top drawer, Nuruddin.
Nuruddin is always,
Game last week. Any of you guys fancy coming on and joining us for Jarvis Corner? Reach out to us because you are more than welcome. One other thing, we do say it occasionally. We don't say it enough. We should do. You guys just want to reach out to me and Jarvis separately, want to talk to us about anything. If anything's bothering you, anything football related, life related, and you just want to chat to somebody completely different, you are more than welcome to reach out to me and Jarvis as well. This is a community, and I'm very grateful to you.
I think Sean is right when it comes to this.
Yeah, well, it is true. Yeah, definitely true. 100%.
Well, it comes down to experience.
Nobody could do the Jarvis chop, though, could they?
No, not the Jarvis chop. The impossible Jarvis chop.
The impossible Jarvis chop.
And you have the sorrow from.
It's tremendous. It was absolutely tremendous.
Yeah. But by the way, when it comes to this, I've been invited to another game. 17th of December, a show. No, the 12th of December is a show game with all the old legends against the younger ones. So it will be a full house. So there will be more footage. So just
nobody records our games. nobody. The lads won't
That
do
game
it.
will be recorded in full.
Yeah, our lads won't do it. But so you go in. You've
Definitely, I'm going. Yes.
You need some new pegs for that game. Get yourself some Copper Mundials for that game, because that's what legends wear.
Yeah.
So you're playing. So what? So all the legends have been invited, and you're playing against what, the under-21s or?
No, the regular team. The guys who couldn't meet from the last game I played. The first team.
Oh,
So
you
the
playing the first
legends
team?
the legends are playing against the first team.
Oh, brilliant!
Yeah. It will be a full house. It will be a show game, and afterwards we will all go out and have a big party.
That'll be amazing.
Yeah.
You're gonna take young Philip?
No, it will not to the party, but
To
the game. Obviously, you have to come to see his old man play
well,
football.
Of course he does. Well,
God,
it's me dad. Oh,
teach him a thing or two.
Dad, that's what Jake did. When Jake used to come and watch me, began, Jesus Christ. Do you know him? No, I'm going to play. No. But he did nail me once. We did a lads v dads match at Telford United. If you Google AFC Telford United, they're in the Conference North, one of the best grounds. It's fantastic. We were having a dads v dads match, and Jakey said to me, we came out to the Champions League music. They came out to Thomas the Tank Engine. It was hilarious. They weren't happy at all. They were going mad. And he was warming up. He said to me, Dad, it's a rite of passage. I am going to kick you. You know that, don't you? I said, yeah, give it your best shot, son. Giving it the big one. And I was marking him because the idea was that the dads would mark their kids throughout the game. So I was marking him. And he looked back once, and then the next thing I know, I feel this almighty pain under my knee, and I've got 2 scars where he put his 2 back studs right under my kneecap. And I was running around, my leg was bleeding, and he was going, and all his mates were going, fucking hell, you got your dad fucking properly, you did. And I'm fucking going, Jesus. I'm trying not to hobble off, Jarvis. I'm trying to style it out, but I tell you what, it didn't work. It didn't work. I was in agony. He was laughing his head off. So he dines out on that loss. He dines out on that one. I'm very proud of him still.
No, he's not after Phil Neville. No, it's not.
Hey,
well, it could have been.
Well, he's a good little player, Philip. He's a good little player.
Philip, well, he's still young, he's only 8, but
he's tidy though.
Give it a couple of years.
Yeah, he's tidy.
We went to the store today and bought the new Panini, the 25-26 albums. We bought 5 packages of I think it's 10 cards each. So we started today for the full season. So now and then I will buy him.
So he take him to school and get swaps and that.
Yeah. He will. But we only got out of 5 packages with 10 cards each. We only got 1 Man United card, and that was a legend card of Eric Cantona.
Oh, so, well. Did you get a shiny as well?
Yeah. It's one of those chrome.
Oh, fantastic.
Chrome-ish.
Those are the days. Those were the days.
But I got 5 Manchester City cards and 5 Liverpool cards.
Oh, shocking. Oh,
yeah.
How bad is that?
Yeah.
He's going to have to get some new pegs for the new season, won't he? What's he going to get?
He will.
What's he going to want?
I don't know. Something probably Yamin Yamal or something.
Yeah, probably some pink or blue or orange.
That's what the kids play with nowadays.
Tell me about it. Tell me about it. Yeah, it is what it is, isn't it? It's great though, isn't it? To be fair.
Yeah. Sean comes in and say Cantona was the winner in a question in my stream last night of who should get the next statue at Old Trafford. Well, obviously, he's a legend.
Absolutely,
biggest of them all. He changed Man United single-handedly. when he came in. That guy, brilliant player.
Yeah, used to go to the pub on a Wednesday. They all used to go to the pub. Brucey, Robson, they were club captains. We were all going down to the pub for a team meeting, and they used to have to phone ahead because Cantona apparently would only drink champagne. So they used to have to phone Adam. Eric's coming. Have you got any champagne in?
I'll drink champagne.
I drink champagne only.
I'll drink champagne.
Just champagne. There's another good story about Eric Cantona, Sean, which is absolutely brilliant. If you're listening to the Scholes and Nicky Butt podcasts at the minute, it's so interesting. And they were saying that when they were young kids, in the changing room, when they first got into the first team, all of the sponsors' money was put into a big pot. And it was about 45,000 quid or something. You had to put, I think you put 2,000 in as well, or something along those lines. And obviously they were earning about 500-600 quid a week at the time. So apparently Scholes and Butt put in. The Nevilles wouldn't, because they were already investing in properties and all that time. Anyway, they picked him out of the hat, and of course Eric Cantona won. You know, he's on the biggest salary, and Cantona wins. And they were going to give him the money there and then, but apparently he turned around and said, "No, give it to the boys," he said. And they split something like 60 grand or something like that. Great story. Great story. Yeah.
It reminds me. I read a story about I think it was George Best today. It was quite funny. You know, it was a quote from George Best, and he said, I spent my money on ladies, wine, and fast cars.
Yes, he did say that.
The rest I pissed away.
Yeah, that's his quote. It's honestly, it's his quote. Yeah,
it's something like this. I'm paraphrasing, but yeah.
No, you're right. No, you're right. He did. That was pretty much his quote, and that's how he lived his life. And you know, back in the 60s and 70s and the 80s, it was a beer culture. Manchester United in particular was a beer culture when Fergie got there. It was a real drinking and a card school. Yeah, you know, absolutely, absolutely brilliant. But
yeah,
back then players had to ask permission to do stuff. Can I buy a house? You know, Marshall used to say to us, didn't he? Oh, well, if I can buy a car now, or can I get a club car?
That's the gaffer.
Oh, you must be fucking joking and all that kind of stuff. You just love to hear it, don't you? Yeah, absolutely.
Actually, we should try to get Phil Mars on Monday.
Yeah, I'll give him a call. Yeah, I'll
send him a call message.
He's great. He's
See if we can get Phil Mars on. I haven't seen him in a while. It would be great to get some old stories from his time at Man United. But guys, we are over time, 1 hour 42 minutes. We were aiming for 1 hour 30. But it's been a brilliant show. I want to thank Story, Sean, United versus everybody. We have who else? I am Titanium, Bilal, Catherine, No Nonsense, McDade, Francis, Helge, a lot of you legends. I got to scroll up. Amir Fakir, all of you. Bath time. Thank you for tuning in. It's been a great show. We will be back Saturday night after the game and go through the game with you guys. So it's been a brilliant show. Thank you, Stu, for coming on, and thank you, everybody. And please do us a favor, smash the like, subscribe if this is your first time. Give us a hype if you know how to do it. And leave a comment in the non-live section after the show. Always helps out the algorithms. So it's been a great show, guys. And thank you, everybody. And have a good night. Bye-bye.